Harry? I'm in Paris with Gerhard Lehner. We've just talked to the civil engineers, Leclerc and Dubon. They've agreed to join us. Yes, on our terms.
So, that just about ties things up. Now we can put in a turnkey bid for the Tanaku project.
Not yet. Hate to mention it, but we still have one problem, Harry.
Oh?
EAU haven't agreed to tie themselves exclusively to our consortium. So they might still work with someone else. You know how the board feels about that.
Well, if they don't agree to an exclusivity clause, we'll have to find another partner. Anyway, I'm going to talk with Eric Schlesinger.
Who?
Eric Schlesinger, the executive vice president of EAU.
Good. How about inviting him over here?
No, Bob. I've already made an appointment to meet with him in Germany. I'm seeing him on Thursday.
Guten Tag.
Guten Morgen.
Sagen Sie bitte Herrn Schlesinger, dass Herr Vogtner hier ist, ja? Ja, bitte?
Herr Vogtner ist da, Herr Schlesinger.
Führen Sie ihn herein, bitte. How do you do, Mr. Faulkner? My name is Eric Schlesinger.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Schlesinger.
Thank you, Doctor. It's very good of you to have come all this way. Please sit down.
Thank you very much.
I do hope you've had a pleasant journey.
Very good indeed.
Can I take your coat, please?
Thank you.
I suggest we leave them to work it out on their own. We'll wait here just in case we need it.
Möchten Sie eine Tasse Kaffee?
Oh, would you like some coffee?
Great. Now that brings us to draft clause number 27.
Yes, the exclusivity clause.
That presents no difficulties, I believe, Eric?
On the contrary, Mr. Faulkner. EAU objects to it strongly. Dr. Lehner made that clear to Mr. Rose a month ago.
Oh, David did mention that EAU likes to be free to choose its own partners, but
In fact, it is the policy of my company not to accept exclusivity clauses like this. But if Faulkner Enterprises are competitive, you will have nothing to worry about.
Eric, I want EAU as a partner, but my board insists on exclusivity.
Mr. Faulkner, it seems you need EAU more than EAU needs your consortium.
I must have that exclusivity clause. If you don't agree, I'll have to go elsewhere.
Well, perhaps we should consider another point. Relating to your draft clause 31.
Oh, what's that?
It concerns liability for payment in the case of costs that are outside our estimates.
We expect each partner in the consortium to pay its own share, of course.
Really, Mr. Faulkner? Let us suppose that you change the design of your silicon plant. If you increase your demand for power, that change could be very expensive for EAU. According to this clause, we would have to pay all our additional costs.
We may be able to alter that clause.
Ah?
We could agree that each partner would pay additional costs in proportion to its investment in the project as a whole.
I think that's more realistic, Mr. Faulkner. Though you must remember that EAU's investment is greater than your own. All the same, let's agree on that.
Right. Now back to the subject of exclusivity.
My company might accept a clause which ties us to the consortium for a fixed period, say 12 months after submitting the offer, or 3 months after the date of the contract. whichever is the shorter period.
That's not enough, Eric. And you talk about being realistic.
Well, Mr. Faulkner, I think there are many ways for our two companies to help each other. In certain circumstances, we could extend the exclusivity period.
I'm getting the message, Eric. I know you're negotiating for a large contract in the States.
Yes, in Kentucky.
With HPC Power Engineering. They happen to be old friends of ours.
So I believe. Now, Mr. Faulkner.
Bitten Sie Mr. Rose und Herrn Dr. Lehne hereinzukommen und schicken Sie eine Flasche Sekt, bitte.
Ja, Herr Fliegenmuth.
What was that? We can go in now. And he's ordered a bottle of champagne.
So, what's happening in your life?
At the National Development Agency?
Yes.
Something happened that you may not like.
What was that?
Mr. Silver asked me about you the other day.
Huh?
He wondered if you were getting inside information from somebody in the NDA.
He doesn't suspect you, does he?
No, I'm sure he doesn't. But I'm worried. If anything happens, you will look after me, won't you?
Nothing will happen.
I can't afford to lose my job. It's not just me. It's the whole family.
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. What's happening about the Silicon Project?
Well, I saw a letter from Mr. Clark in London. It seems the Faulkner people had trouble forming a consortium, but now they've done it.
Damn.
They've told Mr. Clark they will bid for the project on a turnkey basis.
That's right, for the whole project. That's bad news. It means that Panzer will have to compete. They no longer have it all their own way. I better cable Watanabe and let him know.
Oh, Mr. Silver's leaving for Japan on Thursday. He's meeting Mr. Watanabe there.
I know. He's going to look at Panzer's processing plant.
The sand is from a beach in Korea and is almost pure quartz, like the sand on your Yatu beach, Mr. Silver. The quartz goes into the furnace along with coke at a ratio of 2.5 parts of quartz to 1 part of coke. Of about 1,800 degrees centigrade.
Is this the system you propose to install in Tanaku?
Yes, with the most modern equipment available. The silicon which comes out of the furnace is metallurgical and needs to be further purified.
Do you get carbon monoxide as a byproduct?
Some, yes, but not enough to have any commercial value.
What happens to the silicon after it has left the furnace?
The metallurgical silicon has to be purified a stage further.
Hi, Tom. How's it going?
Pretty good.
So, We process polycrystalline silicon like this and make it monocrystalline. Now, these rods here are formed in our plant in Mexico, and the final process is done here in San Francisco. Now, the ring heater you see here moves slowly up the silicon rod, transforming it into monocrystalline silicon.
Yes, we saw a similar process last week in Japan at the Panzel plant. But they use square-shaped silicon rods.
Yes, that's right. But here we use the round shape, and that makes our process a lot simpler than theirs.
And then it's suitable for making solar cells and electronic circuits.
Right. Let me show you. We cut the rod into wafers, 400 microns thick. And after this, the wafers will be ground and cleaned. Our round wafers come out cheaper than pan cells, Mr. Clark. And the capital equipment costs less, too.
Yes. I think you better have a word with Christine.
I don't enjoy having to meet a lot of people all at once.
Nor me.
Do you mind me interrupting you, Christine? I'd like to talk to you, Mr. Silver, Mr. Clark. Will you excuse us?
Do you mind?
Oh, talk.
Thank you.
What is it?
Look, would you mind talking to me for a few minutes?
What about?
Anything. I'm supposed to ask you for information.
Oh. Well, I suggest in that case you talk to James Clark.
Well, my boss suggested I talk to you.
Rose wants to know what we think about his plant.
I know what he wants.
So much depends on what you put in the bid specification. I mean, if you recommend square solar cells, then I suppose Panzel will get the contract, if you favor round cells, then probably Faulkner has the advantage.
Yes, that's right.
Well, they're worried about what you'll say.
And I'm worried about what she might say. Let's put a stop to it. Come on.
Well, they're coming after you.
I think your boss is coming after you, too.
Mr. Clark, I hope you enjoyed your tour of the plant today.
Very much, thank you. I learned a lot.
And you, Mr. Silver, I hear you've seen the Panzel plant, too.
Yes. Yes, I have.
I guess you decided now what to put in that bid specification.
Oh, yes. Yes, I've decided what to put.
Morning, Paul.
Hello, Dr. Walker. I'm afraid James isn't here yet. He's late this morning.
Taking a rest, is he, after working so hard?
I doubt
Morning.
it. I'm sure he'll be here in a moment. Why don't you wait in his office?
Morning, Christine. This is a pleasant surprise. Morning, Paul. I'm sorry I'm late. That wretched train is never on time.
Oh, dear. Well, excuse me. I've got work to do.
Thank you, Paul. I'm in London for the day. I thought I'd call in and give you my comments about this.
Well, what's the verdict? No objections? No more alterations?
No, none at all. You've made all the changes I asked for.
That's good. Thank you for helping me with it. Well, this can now be duplicated and mailed to the firms on our list.
How many firms are there?
A dozen. Only 2 can make turnkey bids, Faulkner and Pansel. The others will tender for separate packages, which may be useful. You never know.
Well, James, it's been most interesting working on this project. Goodbye.
Well, if you must go, goodbye for the moment. But it's only for the moment, of course.
Oh?
We must meet again.
Well, if you like. Yes, why not? When shall we meet?
Well, I'll let you know when the bids come in and we can arrange a meeting.
The bids?
Because when the bids come in, they have to be evaluated. That's the biggest headache of all. I shall need your help again. Oh, is that all right?
Yes, yes, of course. If I can help in any way, just let me know.
Well, I'll be in touch with you. I'm off to Germany next week. Manuel Silver and I are looking at power stations.
Right. Well, goodbye for the present, then.
Goodbye.
I guess you've read this, David.
Yes.
That cunning fox hasn't said if he favors our process or Panzel's. He's forcing us to fight each other.
That's right.
Panzel will be working on their bid by now. What are we doing?
I've got a team working as of today on the cost of equipping the silicon plant and the coking plant.
Good. I take it our partners have copies of this.
Oh, sure. Well, by the way, EAU have invited Silver to see one of their power stations in Germany. I hear they're going to offer him some extra electrical power.
Great. Well, what are you doing?
I'm flying to Tanaku on Monday. Leclerc is out there.
Ah, the civil engineer.
Yeah. He's got a lot of ground to cover.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as you know, there are the 2 plant buildings on the West Coast side. 2 more at Yatu Beach. Plus the layout for the new town and buildings. He'll be meeting with some local construction companies. If we get the contract, the local people will have to be brought into the consortium.
Okay. You get on with it.
Okay.
I still have financing problems to deal with. We'll have to settle them before putting in our tender.
Haven't they been settled yet?
I'm afraid not, David. The federal government isn't being very helpful.
Tanaku is a developing country. Surely Washington will provide finance.
Little, maybe. Anyway, let me handle the finance. Hmm?
Ah. Oop. Whew. Wow.
I first came to this beach with my parents when I was quite young. Thought the sand was good to play on. None of us thought about quartz in those days. Or silicon, or solar electric cells, or microcircuits, or computers.
Well, things change so fast. This beach will look a lot different when the project goes through. Have you heard from Mr. Silver yet?
Yes, he phoned me last night. He's in Germany, looking at power stations, I believe.
That's right, with EAU, our partners.
Yes, of course.
Monsieur Earl! Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Silver. I must go and see Mr. Leclerc.
Of course. If you and Mr. Leclerc would like to come back for a drink tonight, you are very welcome.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Mrs. Silver. Thank you.
As you can see, the coal is brought here by rail or by barge. It's taken to the boiler house on that conveyor belt.
Would such elaborate machinery be installed in Tanaku?
No, we can cut the capital cost and increase employment by using more manual labor and fewer machines.
That would be better for us. The other machinery could be added later.
there is a single turbo generator unit here. It's a medium-sized one. It supplies 300 megawatts.
That's quite a large proportion of our total power supply in Tanaku.
We propose to install a turbo generating set supplying 150 megawatts.
150? Surely the specification calls for 100.
I know, but an output of 150 megawatts can be achieved at relatively little extra cost. The buildings and all the rest of the equipment are much the same for both.
You mean you're offering us a bonus of 50 megawatts?
That's right. I'm sure you can use the extra power for other projects, Mr. Silver. This is the control room. The screen in the center provides information which helps to control the output of various sections of the power station. That young man is a trainee from Uganda, one of 12. After working here, they will go home to operate a new power station we've built there.
They come to Germany for training, do they?
Yes, they've studied at our special training center. And now they're getting practical experience in power stations like this one.
Training is vitally important for our people, too.
Well, I hope we shall welcome some of them here in due course, Mr. Silver.
How do you do, Mr. Silver?
Mr. Schlesinger?
How do you do?
How do you do, Mr. Clark? Come and sit down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's some coffee coming up.
Oh, thank you very much.
So I hear that Dr. Lehner has been showing you around our power station at Lutzheim.
Yes. I was very impressed.
As you saw, it's coal-fired, like the one we proposed to build in Tanaku.
Yes. I was also very impressed with your training program.
That is central to our whole policy, Mr. Silver. After studying here, trainees start work on their new projects under the supervision of experienced engineers.
Before handing over everything, buildings, equipment, and so on, we make sure that they have sufficient experience and know-how.
Know-how, exactly.
As Confucius pointed out, Mr. Silver, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Thank you.
It was not only the training that impressed me, Mr. Schlesinger. I was delighted about the offer of 50% extra power.
I'm sure you'll find it useful for other projects.
Well, perhaps I should mention that Pansil have now made a similar offer.
Nancy, can you get me David Rose? He's in Tanaku.
Rose. Oh, Harry here. Listen, David. We're in trouble.
We're 10% short.
10%? Finance. We're 10% below target.
Oh, I see.
Now listen, I've been on to Schlesinger to see
See if he can get any more out of the German government. That isn't possible, apparently. But he said he's going to do something about it.
Now, I want you to get over there.
Back to Germany.
Right. We've got to sort this out before doing anything else.
Find out what Schlesinger proposes to do. And whatever it is, make sure it works.
David Rose.
Herr Schlesinger is expecting you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rose.
Afternoon, Mrs. Schlesinger. I'm later than expected. My plane was delayed.
That's all right. You're just in time.
In time?
Yes, I'm expecting another visitor. I'd like you to meet him, too. Mr. Faulkner has told you about our problem.
Yes, yes.
I've made a list of the financial resources available for the project. Will you check it?
Thank you. World Bank, 15%. Regional Bank, 10%. U.S. government, 10%. German government, 10%.
If you add that up, you'll see that it leaves us 10% short. Unfortunate, isn't it?
Unfortunate, yes. Well, if we're that much short, we can't bid for the project. All this work will be wasted.
Don't despair, Mr. Rose. Fortunately, I have some influence and some useful contacts. Rescue is on its way this very minute.
Rescue?
What do you say in your Western movies when the Red Indians are attacking the covered wagons? The cavalry is coming.
Cavalry?
Yes, we should be hearing the sound of their horses any moment.